folks, Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you're all doing well. Today for this episode we are taking a look at a product from SunJack. Now in the past we reviewed two items from SunJack, a USB camp light and a 14 watt solar charger. Both of those were absolutely terrific products, great quality. Now today we're adding to our SunJack review list, and this is the SunJack Lightstick. This is a very cool product. Go ahead and get comfortable. Let's take a look at it now. So right here you have it. This is the SunJack Lightstick, and I'll just do a quick little showing off of this thing. Go ahead and rotate this around, and as you can see right here, that is the light portion. Right here is the switch to activate the light, and on this side you have a cap. Let's go ahead and remove that cap. Aha, what do we have here? We have a USB port and a micro USB port. My friends, this is more than just a flashlight, than a light. This is a 5200 milliamp battery bank, which can be used to charge your cell phones and devices and so on. This is a multi-purpose device. When it comes to the measurements, you're looking at about 10.5 inches long, so it's not very tiny, but in my hand you can see here, it is not ridiculously long either. When it comes to the diameter, you're looking at about 1.5 inches. Before we zoom out and take a look at the light portion of this stick, I want to show you that this thing does not roll around. And that's because the edges have been beveled on both sides. So when you lay this down, you don't really have to worry about it rolling off, taking off on you. Before we start talking about the light, let's just go ahead and finish the unboxing here. This is the box that it comes in. Show that to you real quick. Just minor details here and there, all that stuff that you would expect. Now on the inside, of course, you get the light stick. You get some instructions. You get 2 lanyards. So you can attach this, you can rig this thing up on your backpack. You can have it hanging from your tent. You can have it hanging from a tree. Whatever you want to do. There's numerous ways that you can use this. And really, this is such a functional device. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's slow down here. We also get a USB to micro USB so you can charge the light stick. Now with this light stick there are 4 modes, and I'll go ahead and cycle through them for you. That is the low mode right there. That is medium. This is high, and that is 350 lumens at the highest setting. And there is also an emergency mode. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the lights off so you guys can see this in action. Now, I did plan on doing some night footage with this, but it has been raining for the last week straight, and it looks like it's going to rain for the rest of this week as well. And while this is waterproof, my camera is not. So whenever it dries out, I will be coming back with an updated review just to show off basically this thing at nighttime so you can see how well it really illuminates everything. So to start off here, this is low mode. And that is pretty dang bright by itself. Now, if you are out camping, you could definitely use this level of light to walk around, to look on the ground, maybe grab something out of your pack, out of the tent, and so on. At this level, with the battery being fully charged, this will run for 46 hours straight. That is definitely impressive. Now let's go up to medium, and as you can see, that is quite a bit brighter. At that level, I wouldn't want to look at this for very long. I wouldn't want to stare at this. At the lowest level, you can definitely look at it, you can face it, and it's not going to burn your retinas. Now let's go on up to the full 350 lumens, and that is very bright. Now with my testing on the highest setting, right here, this is the full 350 lumens, this lasted about 5.5 hours. So 5.5 hours at the highest setting, or 46 hours on the lowest. As you can see right there, you have a battery charge indicator, and as you can see, it is fully charged. That is a nice feature as well. Now when it comes to the battery bank, you're looking at 5200 milliamps, and I'm able to charge my cell phone roughly 2.5, 3 times. When it comes to charging this device, it takes about 4.5 hours on a 5-volt charger. So that's not too bad at all, very quick. It also charges your devices quickly as well. Speaking of charging your devices, let's say I want to charge my iPhone. I can screw off the cap here, plug the iPhone charger cable into the full-size USB, and I can start charging my device. And while I'm charging my device, I can also have the light on low mode, but it's low mode only. As I mentioned previously, this is waterproof, and this is rated for IP68. And that means that you can have this down to about 3 meters. I believe that SunJack recommends not to go below 6 though. But it's dust proof, you know, it's waterproof. I've submerged this, and one interesting thing is that this floats. It does not sink, and I like that a great deal. So if you have some sort of catastrophic accident, you don't have to worry about this thing soaking to the bottom. So people who like to kayak at nighttime, which I do, it can be dangerous, so if you're going to do it, be careful. But this is definitely a nice option to consider. Now, when it comes to the price of the SunJack Lightstick, you are looking at $49.95, so right at 50 bucks. For $50 for a battery bank, 5200 milliamps, and this light, this thing is fantastic. I consider that a terrific deal. I still have some testing to do with this light, so I'm not ready to give my full review yet. So I wanted to take the time and do a preview to show you guys what I'm working with, to go ahead and show this thing off. I have to say that so far I really like it. I don't have anything negative to say about it either. When I first got this in the mail, I was like, what on earth is this exactly? Started looking at it, started testing it out, and I'm just really impressed. As many of you know, I love to camp, and I also like to film it when I'm doing it. When this is on the low mode, I can have that thing sitting on the ground right in front of me, and it illuminates me at nighttime, which is very difficult to do. Most of the time, you have to use a headlamp, use a flashlight, use a lantern, and there's definitely negatives to all of those. But I can angle that on the ground there, and I can illuminate myself at night when I'm recording. It really is a nice light. Now, if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free, drop me a line, let me know. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys around. Look forward to the review coming in the future. Strength and honor, be well.